Okay, we might be back. Did you guys see what happened though? Did you guys see? Twitch just started dropping 100% of frames for no reason, and now it's working again. Okay, so they saw the victory. That's important. Because I had the recording so that in case that happened. We saw the greed. So yeah, third try Madeir, and also everything worked out perfectly. Did not even have to use a pine resin. I meant to switch because I want to put that back to coiled sword fragment. Want my shield back. Shield of Want. I think it just had you on Ring of Favor 3. Yeah. So I'm at literal 1 HP. Oh no, I'm at 3 HP. I'm at 3 HP for some reason. Do I still have Lightning Clutch Ring on? Speaking of being clutched, no, I took it off. Okay. I thought you went to 1 when you Tears of Denial, but apparently you can go to 3. So yeah, we got 2 items for that. One was the Soul of Dark Eater Madeir. Madeir, descendant of the Archdragons, so not an Archdragon, just a descendant of one, was raised by the gods, and owing to his immortality, was given a duty to eternally battle the dark, a duty that he would never forget even after the gods perished. So he, continued to, fight on. Let's return to camp for a moment. Also, I should attune spells. Man, that was exciting. Although now I don't know how long I've been going. Because, I had to break the recording up. I'm glad Twitch decided to almost ruin it. So how long is this recording? I usually like to go 2 hours. Hour 17 was when the recording quit out. Okay. So we're about an hour and 20 minutes in. Let's not level up anymore, actually. I'm going to try buying some stuff instead. And by buying some stuff instead, I mean... let's go to Little King. Because indeed, Dark Eater Madeir can tog into some cool stuff. I wish I could use this spell, because Old Moonlight is very special. Memory of an old sword found deep within Madeir. This sorcery uses souls to grant form to the thought and attack with it. Attacks are coupled with light waves, and sustaining the stance before attacking increases their speed and potency. The sword is named after the moonlight, but is slightly different from the one that is fashioned from the pale drake's sheath. Perhaps it is rooted in an older memory, not long after the beginning. I mean, I don't know what you mean by put on new thing. Anyways, oh, I get what you mean. I get what you're putting down. Basically, this sword does something special. I'll talk about it later if we can't get it to show off. You can also get the Frayed Blade, a dragon weapon symbolizing Dark Eater Madeir. The once exquisite blade, now stained black and frayed at the hilt. Without its sheath, it will soon crumble to nothing. So it's a katana that does dark damage. But the claim to fame for the Frayed Blade is it has the highest dexterity requirement of any item in the Souls game. 40. Use this sword? You gotta have 40 dex. And there's no cheat in that, because you can't double hand to increase your dexterity. So, we also got another item. And I'm going to put on the Guardian Shiv. And I'm also going to put on Great Heal. I won't have enough MP. Actually, how much MP do I have? After Lightning Blade, after Sacred Oath, I can then do a Great Heal. Okay. Okay, after I Lightning Blade and Sacred Oath and Great Heal, that is literally all of my MP, so I can't use Shiv. So let's switch to medium heal. So the Shiv is a cool item. It throws daggers, but uses your FP bar instead of using an item. It's cool. I also think I have no interest in the Shield of Want. I am instead going to elect to use the Leonin Shield. And I have to find an outfit that really speaks to me. Which means I found my outfit earlier. I'm going to have to just use that. And Fire Witch, but what does... Isn't Fire Witch right next to Pontiff Knight? Yeah. This will look better the way it's going to look soon. I say soon, like it's going to happen. We also got a new Covenant. Spears of the Church. A green rusted ornament of young grass. The crest of Princess Filianor. Equipped to join the Spears of the Church Covenant. The Spears of the Church watch over the princess's slumber, and when the church is compromised by a trespasser, the Judicator summons them as loyal spirits to eliminate the threat. Summon automatically while this is equipped. Loyal spirits summoned as Spears of the Church are granted a blessing of protection. Well, let's try that out. And we gotta go to a place... Like, let's go to Dark Eater Midir and see if it works down here. I'm interested in doing this. Nope, don't work down here. Oh, I'm not going to get the reward yet. I haven't forgotten. Don't you worry, though. I think this means I'm going to fling myself off a cliff. So that nobody tries to invade me while I'm trying this. You don't gotta be human to do this. The astute will notice that my symbol is glowing. You can miss it after you do the one thing that's coming up. However, I'm not doing the thing that is coming up. I'm doing something else. Something just a little more ambitious. You're worthless. Which is better? You could be okay. Just be generic items. I think my best generic item is Ring of Steel Protection. So, Midir is a difficult boss. Midir's not difficult for the right reasons, though. And now that I have his entire moveset, like, it took me a long time to actually beat him, just because a lot of that was just strategizing how to actually win. The first time I beat him, I used the Dragon Slayer's axe, because it was the only weapon I could wield effectively that had lightning damage on it. That was when I was just doing a quality build. Night Slayer Ring is kind of good for this. You know, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he does act a lot like Sin, the dragon from Dark Souls 2. So I'm hoping I'm not over-leveled for this. I'm level 108. There does seem to be a lot of... No, there doesn't seem to be a lot of... This is where there were the most people before. I could just be at the wrong time of day for this. While we're waiting, let's just read our inventory. See if there's any soul lore I'm missing. What have we gotten? So how's everyone doing tonight? Good friend, no hit. So many soul items. Well, I could be a moron and poke my head out into the area outside. Yeah, I should do that because there's another item to get down there. And I'm offered a chance to be a moron, so I'm going to take it. Over there's my opportunity to be a moron. So this guy's actually really easy to backstab because he does a... Actually, I'm using a small shield, so this isn't actually a... Don't try parrying that one. I'm going way too early. Up, dead. I'm going to parry him, YNRN. You know me by now. You've watched... What is this? This is like my 20th stream, or 19th stream of Dark Souls 3. I'm going to parry the boy. Let's parry the boy. I'm using a small shield. I'm going to parry the boy. I kind of wish these leggings were just a slightly bit darker. And then the look would be, like, perfect. As it stands, the look is just very good. I have to prove I'm better than the monster. Oh shit. Where's the Night Slayer's ring at? It's at the bottom. Okay. So we're going to do something special. Does anybody remember what the best thing about Demon Souls was? Was it taking a long time to load into somebody's world? The big knife? You know what? You're not wrong. The butcher's knife was very good in Demon Souls. Just anybody or oh, really? Somebody got what that probably means is somebody realized they were getting invaded and then disconnected. And homeboy here is now healed. See what I mean by these guys being easy to, like, backstab? You just gotta, like, circle strafe them. I'm gonna parry him, though. Okay. And now I'll be sure to put my good ring on, the Night Slayer's ring. And the first time you kill him, you get the Ringed Knight, Paired Greatsword. Which, are paired greatswords. Paired black greatswords wielded by the Ringed Knights, the arms of early men, yada yada yada. These things are very, very, very powerful. Or at least they were for a long time. And you saw a lot of people using them for their weapon art in PvP. They are wholly ridiculous looking. They also weigh a lot. Much more than our puny body can handle. But over here is a ritual spear fragment, which we are going to immediately equip. Where's it at? Here we go. Ritual Spear Fragment. Online play item. A fragment of the matching ritual spears once held by the knights at Princess Felinor. They were the namesake of the spears of the church. When spears of the church face unduly treacherous foes, this allows them to draw upon their former majesty and summon a row of upward thrusting ritual spears. And here's where you offer Felianor's spear ornament. So you can actually get here and see there was a covenant. Ooh. Let's see if we got a live one. So, the best part of Demon Souls was the Mad Monk fight. You had the fight as a Mad Monk where you would get summoned to be somebody's boss fight. Dark Souls 1 was missing this. Dark Souls 2 kind of had it, with the Mirror Knight and being summoned as a Mirror Squire. In this game, they added this. I face Dio! Dio shall be my foe! Dio was my foe. Yep, that's what you do when you use a straight sword, is you just hit R1 after putting a lot of damage on your weapon. Of course, now I'm liable to get invaded. So, that was fun. I think that's the only one I'm going to do. I'm a coward, so I'm going to do Way of the Blue. Let's get my shield back. I had the Bellowing Dragon crest ring on that. Holy shit. Estus ring, yeah. Let's go ask Philionor what she thought of that. We can just sit around all day doing this invasion if we would like to. There's nothing keeping us from it, but we can come back and do this invasion even after we do the boss fight. So yeah, when you're summoned in that fight, you get bonus. Like, you're a little tougher than normal. You can't heal. You can't use Estus. And you can use the Princess, or the Spear Ornament item, which gives you those, I think it puts like a row of spears in front of you. It's really fun. You can just sit around and do it all day. Oh. Oh, it's Ducky the Brave, eh? I think Ducky the Brave is going to be Ducky the Killing Me. I think that's, yeah, for those watching the VOD on YouTube, there's somebody in my chat who is called Ducky the Brave, and I was just invaded by someone called Ducky. I'm going to assume they are the same person. You know what? If you want a fair fight, you might not get it, because if you come up here, we might get the Ruin Knight guy. But if you want to fight me, I will take challengers. Let's posture at each other first.
Hey.
That guy over there is confused. Let's come over here. I won't even buff. Let's just fight. Let's fighting! I buffed because you did. Yeah, I healed. Come on, Ducky. Yeah, there we go. Goodbye, Ducky. And so it was. After I fought a character who might not have been PvP wanting, I got invaded by a stream viewer. Thank you for joining us on the stream. I really don't mind it, because now I'm dead and don't have to worry about being invaded anymore. Although I really should take off the Watch Dogs of Farron Covenant so I don't invade anybody. I always like it when stream people participate, though. Dark Souls 2 is really good for that. It was just very, very easy to do co-op in that game. I liked that tech with the Dragon Head shield, though. I didn't realize that was like a useful item. The stun of that into R1 was with a straight sword was good. I don't know if that's known tech or if that was a brew that you came up with. Pretty cancer, you say? Well, I do not enjoy that term, but I will accept it. Come fight me, dude. I'm gonna have to kill these guys before I can go to the lady. Chaos Dagger Parry meta. I'm very behind on... I can only claim to have been really good at one Souls game PvP, and it was Dark Souls 1. I still miss Dark Souls 1 PvP. Hey, it was Backstabs, it was Wrath of the God Spammers, it was... Large Club. Really, it was Large Club. I am dumb. Giant Dead was a thing, but I was never afraid of or cottoned. What if I'm dumb? I don't think Giant Dad was that good. It was really easy, and that might be why people liked it. One of the things that could make you immune to Giant Dad was to just try doing latency parrying. Like, just try parrying while during latency, and you'll do great. He's going home. He'll be back, though. Yeah, large dot clubs should just redirect to the Dark Souls wiki. Burly Boy's coming back to town now. I should just fight him. But my big, my love affair in Dark Souls 1 PvP was Lightning Blade, Large Club. That's all I needed. I even did it in mid-roll a lot, because I liked wearing Smo's leggings too much. Miracles are really good because it got you... You could just ignore the Wrath of God spammers, and pursuers by just using Great Magic Barrier. You just used that when you were getting bored of them being murdered by them.
My most humble thanks. 'Tis thanks to thee the dragon erred not from his vows. Please, take this, a final gift of thanks.
Hooray.
Now, hasten on thy journey, but wake not the slumbering princess, as the fire waneth does she lie by the dark, all for the sake of man. My humblest thanks.
You know what? I don't think that I care too much. You gave me an item I had 8 other copies of. I'm not wholly impressed by your gift of a slab. I think this will be a little short of my normal stream time. I usually stream for about 2 hours, but we are hurtling towards the end of the game. There's not a whole lot left, and I think the next stream is going to be the last one. I could also trade another slab for the coiled sword fragment, and I've put one into my Sunlight Straight Sword. So yeah, I think next time we are going to be seeing the end of Dark Souls 3, and maybe we can squeeze even more lore out of the game. I realized towards the end here, my lore capabilities have not been the greatest, but I've been doing the game good. I beat Midir on my 3rd try. I'm king of video games. But yes, thank you for joining me. If you like the stream, consider subscribing. I'm looking for new viewers. I need more viewers. And if you really like the stream, just tell your friend. Everybody tell your friend about the stream. I think that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you, and good evening. I got Midir, but this wasn't the nadir of the stream. Go look up what nadir means. It's a good word.